Good evening, YouTube. Man, George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, I was like doing a little surfing on the social media, and then I saw this popped up on Twitter that Holly, the preacher's daughter, Holmes, will be facing Irene and Aldana in Vegas on August the 8th. They will headline a UFC fight night. Why? Why? I'm always why is Holly Holmes keep getting these opportunities and opportunities? Now, let me answer my own question because she fits the idea of what the UFC fans want: a blonde, blue-eyed, white female. Now, as you now know, Holly Holmes came to fame was bridging. She was a boxer. She boxed. She started as a boxer many years ago, and after that, she left boxing to get into mixed martial arts. And then she was recruited into UFC. Maybe a few years after her, she became a MMA fighter. Now, Holmes really quick had a shot when she beat the former 135 women's champion Ronda Rousey. That was like almost about 5 years ago. And since then, she's really kind of just been on, downfall in her career. Now, after she defeated Ronda Rousey, she faced Miesha Tate, and she loses to Miesha Tate by being submitted in her first championship defense. Then after that, she faced Valentina Shevchenko, and she loses to Shevchenko for possible contendership for the title. As you know, Shevchenko and Nunes faced each other for the title, for contendership for the title, and Nunes beat the Bullet, and she beat Miesha Tate. Now after that, the UFC decided to create the 145 division, and she fought Jermaine Duranami for the title, and she loses Jermaine Duranami. Then a little after that, she faced Cyborg for the title, and she loses to Cyborg. So for a while, she wasn't doing much, and then they want to give opportunity for maybe at the 135 title, so she fights Bethe Correia, and she beats Bethe Correia with a head kick. Then was no more after that. She faced, this last year, she faced Amanda Nunes for the title, and then Amanda beat her by knocking her out with a head kick in the second round of their fight. Since then, Holly's been on a 3-5 losing streak. Now, as you know, after she lost against Valentina, she beat Bethe Correia. She beat Megan Anderson by submitting her for 145 in the 145 division, and also she beat Raquel Pegleg Pennington just this past January. But Irene Day has been doing pretty good. So she's been in the UFC. She's been on a 5-1 tear. Since out of a 6 fights, she's been 5-1. Compared to Holly Holmes, out of the 8 fights she's been 3-5. So why is a fighter who is 3-5 compared to a fighter that's 5-1 still getting a push? I don't know UFC, but I don't know fans. I don't know, my family out there, my followers, but it just don't make no sense. Now, last time that Holly Holmes ever got knocked out was a time when she faced Sophie Mathis many years ago, and I remember seeing that fight, and I'm telling you, I don't know why the referee didn't stop it. I don't know why. That girl was like hanging on the ropes, and after that, no more. After that, she left boxing. When and there was also, you remember, some people believe that she ran away from Cecilia Brækhus, because I remember Cecilia Brækhus was calling out. But I think one thing is that she's part of the Jackson Winklejohn gym, and we call it the cursed gym. If you ever go to right Jackson Wink, drink some holy water, carry a cross, and say 7 Hail Marys before you walk into that building. And also, Holly Holmes is very close with a certain Mr. John Jones, who's the UFC light heavyweight champion. But Holly can keep getting opportunities, But the fact is, Irene has a better shot to me to face Amanda Nunes. As you know, I posted about a while back that Sarah Mann is fighting Aspen Ladd. And Aspen Ladd's been being considered pushed, but after she got knocked out by Jermaine Duranime this past summer, she kind of dropped out. But then she turns around, she wins a fight, and now she's facing Sarah Mann for possible number one contender contendership. What should happen is this: the younger fighters who look like they have more opportunities, more chance, should face each other, while the older fighters should face each other. I think like this. I think Sarah Mann and Holly Holm should fight each other. I mean, Sarah, she had her last win when she beat Leon Landsberg, and I think is in that same year, Holly Holmes, she lost. But I don't know why they keep pushing to it. But like I said again, I know why. We know why. But it just don't make sense. This is just, she's one and done. That's the truth of it. She, sorry, not sorry, but she's one and done. I don't know why Dana White keeps getting opportunities. And I hate to see someone like Irene Daniel, who really deserves opportunity to step up, to be a possible title competitor for the women's 135 title. But, I just don't, it don't make sense. I think the reason why she's fighting Sarah Mann, why Aspen Ladd's fighting Sarah Mann, because I think people feel like it might be an easy win. But what happened to Macy Barber when she faced Roxy Two Broke Knees Modafferi. And that's another garbage fight. I talk about Modafferi versus Murphy. I don't know why. That's just another garbage. That's like one of the probably 3 garbage fights that's coming up the next few fights. I think Modafferi versus Murphy. I would say McMahon versus Aspen. And you got this one, Aldana versus Holmes. I mean, people, I don't know. They really just stacking the chips against Irene Aldana because she's a Mexican fighter. That's how I feel of it. That's the truth of it. As we talked about on CS Common Sports, there's some underlying racist, white supremacist stuff that's happening now, has been happening in UFC for a long time, and because Holly Holm fits their narrative, that's why she's getting a push. But I don't think this is a fight that should happen. I think, like I said, Holly should fight Sarah McMahon, and Aspen and Irene should fight, and then when Irene and Aspen wins between them two, one of them should have a shot at the 135 title against Amanda Nunes. But I don't think Holly Holm should get another shot at Amanda Nunes. I think she should. I think either way she don't. If she fought for the 135 for the 145 title, she still don't have a shot. So she might just go ahead and pack up her gear and just head home. This is your man George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.